Good morning, fourth graders. I have a new song that I'd like to teach you today. Some of you know it. Some of you, it might be brand new, but if you're in the class with second grade today, just help them out with this song. So we've got 4 different pages, 4 different phrases, and they've got some words on them. One is weather, W-H-E-T-H-E-R. Have a chat with your neighbor or your teacher about what does this word mean. I'll give you a little bit of time. And if you need more time, feel free to pause the video. So W-H-E-T-H-E-R is kind of like, well, I'm going to eat this dinner that my friend made me, whether I like it or not. Or something, this or that kind of a thing. Then we've got W-E-A-T-H-E-R, which is what? Go ahead and talk to your friends about that. And if you need more time, feel free to stop the video. Then there's one other weather. And it's the same spelling, W-E-A-T-H-E-R, except it means survive or last through. Like, for instance, if there was a big storm and there's a big tree in your yard and the wind was blowing and there was lightning and thunder, but the tree stood strong and didn't lose its branches or get knocked over. It weathered the storm, or lasted through, survived the storm. So, let me sing the song for you. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot, whatever the weather, we'll weather the weather, whether we like it or not. All right, echo after me. Whether the weather is cold, your turn, here you go. My turn. Or whether the weather is hot, your turn, here you go. Or my turn. Whatever the weather, we'll weather the weather. Your turn, here you go. Whatever the weather. My turn. Whether we like it or not. Your turn. Whether. Great. I'm going to do 2 phrases now before it's your turn. All right, here I go. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot, your turn. Whether the My turn. Whatever the weather, we'll weather the weather, whether we like it or not. Your turn. Whatever, here you go. Whatever the weather. Okay, last chance to hear the whole thing. I'll sing all of it and then it'll be your turn. Here I go. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot, whatever the weather, we'll weather the weather, whether we like it or not. Your turn. Weather ready, and here you go. Weather the Great. Now, with these words, we're going to add some snapping. So we're going to add them on beats 2 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. See if you can do that beat with me. Good. And we're going to sing it together. Ready? 1, 2, here you go. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot, whatever the weather, we'll weather the weather, whether we like it or not. All right. You can stop the video, practice that a few times if you'd like. Now, I'm going to add a little special extra sound that some of you might already know, but it's like this. Please find out where that extra sound is. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot, whatever the weather, we'll weather the weather, whether we like it or not. All right, so I added a little tss after the word hot. It's kind of like dropping oil or water or something into a hot pot or a hot pan. It makes that sound, so we're going to have that after hot. But hopefully you noticed that at the end, after the word not, which rhymes with hot, there was no sound. Whether we like it or not. Very quiet sound. Okay? So, try it again, adding that special sound with me. 1, 2. Here we go. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot. Whatever the weather, we'll weather the weather, whether we like it or not. Okay, now that you've had a chance to learn the song, hopefully you've practiced it a few extra times. This song can actually be done in canon, so I've got Miss Scarlato here to help us hear how that sounds. So feel free just to listen this first time, and then we'll do one where maybe you can choose one of us to sing along with. So here we go. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot. Whether the weather is whatever the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not.
Okay, so how about your teacher can decide which half of the room is singing with me and which half of the room is singing with Miss Scarlato. And I'm actually going to do it 2 times in a row. So copy me because I'll repeat it at the end. So if you're singing with me, you'll go first. If you're singing with Miss Scarlato, you'll go second. Feel free to pause the video if you need some time to figure that out. Here I go. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot.
Whether the weather is
whatever the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not.
Whether the weather is cold
Whether the weather is
or whether the weather is
or
hot.
whether the weather is
Whatever the weather,
Whatever
whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not.
Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to rewind if you want to practice that a few more times or practice that with your snapping that we practiced before. I hope you enjoyed this new song. Bye.